morning. Please remain standing for the national anthem, followed by the university hymn. Performing both are the Fort Hays Singers under the direction of Dr. Terry Krull. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Standing tall on the western plain, born of the sun and wind and rain, Western Kansas gives you praise. Alma mater, foretaste from the past our future we design. Let the light of our knowledge shine. Our song of praise we bring to you, Alma mater, Alma mater, foretaste.
Please be seated. Welcome to Fort Hays State University's Fall 2020-21 Commencement Ceremony for the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences and the College of Education. My name is Jill Arnsdorf, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is so good to be celebrating with you this morning. Graduates, you should be extremely proud of this graduation milestone, especially given the enormous challenges of the past 2 years. As we begin, let me remind all in attendance that previous graduates have expressed their appreciation for the audience remaining seated and courteous through the ceremony. This allows the names of all graduates to be heard by family and friends. I ask that you too please silence your cell phones if you haven't already. Today and through this weekend, we will be conferring the degrees of 442 graduate students and 829 undergraduate students. To all of our graduates participating in any of our ceremonies today and tomorrow, we are proud to have you join us to celebrate this very important rite of academic passage. Let's congratulate all of our graduates with a round of applause. As you watch the students and faculty enter, you may have noticed the flags of different countries displayed on the south side of the Coliseum. These flags recognize the countries of origin for graduating international students. Military flags are also displayed in recognition of those graduates who have served or are currently serving in the armed forces. If you are a veteran or currently serving in the armed forces, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service. As many of you know, a primary part of the Fort Hays State University mission is to provide affordable access to higher education for those who seek the opportunities provided by the American Dream's promise that hard work and education are keys to success. All of you who are first-generation college students, or in other words, the first in your family to graduate from college, you're part of that American dream. If you are a first-generation graduate, please stand and be recognized today. Graduates, we remind you that the Dean and President will not plan to shake hands with you on the stage. And upon conclusion of today's ceremony, we ask that everyone please exit the building immediately to allow our staff to prepare for the next event scheduled in the Coliseum this evening. Now allow me to introduce the members of the Platform Party. Platform Party members, please stand and remain standing as your name is called. And please hold your applause until all are introduced. They are, from your left, Mr. Mike Barnett, Vice President for Administration and Finance, Dr. Joey Lynn, Vice President for Student Affairs, Mr. Alan Schmidt, Kansas Board of Regents, Dr. Tisa Mason, President of Fort Hays State University, Dr. Paul Adams, Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Angela Poole-Funai, Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Dan Blankenship, Interim Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Mr. Craig Carlin, Registrar and Mace Bearer, and Ms. Brenda Mader, Reader of Names. You may now applaud. Now at this time, we extend a special thank you to the Kansas Legislature, not only for their support of higher education in Kansas, but for their outreach to Fort Hays State University and all of higher education. Our elected officials have helped us allocate our resources in effective and efficient ways while maintaining the high standards of this university. And so it's my privilege to welcome and introduce you to the state legislators who are in attendance today. And they are seated in section 23. Senator Rick Billinger from Goodland, representing the 40th Senate District. Representative Ken Rajas from Agra, representing the 110th House District. And we are pleased this morning to also have the Mayor of the City of Hays, Sandy Jacobs, joining us. Your attendance here today shows both your support of and pride in our Fort Hays State University students. Thank you for seeing the opportunities created by higher education and investing in our collective future. Representing the Kansas Board of Regents today is Mr. Alan Schmidt. Regent Schmidt is a native of Ellis County and currently serves on the Kansas Civil Service Board and the Governor's Council on Education, along with various other state and community boards. He is a veteran who retired as a colonel in the Army Medical Service Corps and previously served as senator of the 36th District. Alan earned his Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Kansas, a Master of Science degree in school psychology from Fort Hays State University, and a Master of Science in Strategic Studies from the United States Army War College. Please help me welcome to the podium Regent Alan Schmidt.
First of all, I have to say that I am impressed as a regent with all of the graduates from our universities, but particularly right here. because this is home and I am an alum from Fort Hays State University, and I'm very proud. President Mason, members of the faculty and staff, family, guests, alumni, and most importantly, graduates, thank you for allowing me to join you in this celebration of achievement. Graduates, on behalf of the Kansas Board of Regents, who govern the 6 public universities in Kansas, I congratulate you for your amazing accomplishments. During your time at this university, you have proven yourselves successful in a very unique way. Under the best of circumstances, college requires dedication, tenacity, and commitment. And you, as the class of 2021, certainly did not face the easiest path to travel through your studies. Nearly 2 years ago, the onset of the pandemic shook our society to its very core. Things that we took for granted disappeared almost overnight. Many in-person classes became virtual, and extracurricular activities were paused or reduced. You had to adapt to new ways of learning and interacting with your professors and your peers. You rode a roller coaster of emotions and uncertainty, as did many people in our society and across the world. Yet, your ability to work through these turbulent times has allowed you to earn more than a degree. It has also done so much more for you in other ways. You have proven in these past 2 years that you can face incredible obstacles, including ones that weren't even imaginable, and you conquered them. In doing this, you have learned skills that will open doors for you for the rest of your lives. And you are not the only ones who will reap the rewards of this experience. Your families and communities, along with our state and nation, will benefit from the individuals that you have become during your time at Fort Hays State University. This is no small accomplishment. The experience during these times will be seared in your memory for a long time, if not forever. I could tell you stories of attending college in a different location. The end of the Vietnam War. You heard my list of colleges, so you probably can guess where it was. Amid protests, burning buildings, and even riots. But I don't think it rivals what you have experienced with the pandemic. So enough with the negative. Here is the part that can help you through many challenges you will face along the way in your future. You have faced the unknown with a level of diligence and focus that have become part of your new capabilities, much like what has happened with your new academic capabilities. After the time of celebration, I encourage you to also take some time to reflect on your journey with all of its triumphs, disappointments, opportunities, and difficulties. Maybe even do some journaling about these experiences so you can share them with others, including children and grandchildren in your future. You wonder where some of the stories come from? Grandpa and Grandma and Mom and Dad that you have to listen to in the car? Well, guess what? You have the start of some of those stories right here in what you've experienced and what you've accomplished. Consider how this unique challenge faced by your graduating class sets you up for the future. What can you take away from the things you have faced and overcome that will allow you to flourish as you begin your careers and continue your studies? As you will discover, the answer to those questions will enrich your lives for years to come. So too will the connections you have formed with your classmates who have accompanied you on this journey. The bonds you share with your fellow Tiger alumni will be a lifelong resource. Consider the impact of your faith, your friends and family, and many at this great university, and be thankful to each and all. So congratulations, class of 2021. Enjoy today's festivities and celebrations because you certainly earned it. And on behalf of the Board of Regents, I wish you all the best in your exciting future. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Schmidt. The Kansas Board of Regents appointed Dr. Tisa Mason as the 10th president of Fort Hays State University in December of 2017. Her academic credentials include a Doctor of Education degree in higher education from the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia, a Master of Science degree in education from Eastern Illinois University in Charleston, Illinois, and a Bachelor of Arts degree in Sociology, Anthropology from Transylvania University in Lexington, Kentucky. Please help me welcome to the podium President Tisa Mason.
You did it. You are graduates of Fort Hays State University, and I am so proud of each and every one of you. As I begin my remarks, I'd like to thank all of the Fort Hays State University faculty and staff who are here to celebrate with our graduates. These are the people who inspired your dreams, helped you discover your talents, and fueled your passion. I also know you have other people in your life who helped you get to this moment today. People who are proud of the dedication you have shown in successfully completing this chapter of your academic careers. Your family and your friends have been there to support, encourage, and cheer you on throughout your collegiate experience. Please join me in thanking family, friends, faculty, and staff who have supported your educational goals. Today is a day filled with emotions and feelings. The feeling that you are leaving something behind, and also a feeling of excitement of starting something new. Those feelings of nostalgia are important. They mean that we have etched a place in your heart and that you are tied to your alma mater. Remember, as you move forward and start something new, we will always be with you, ready to cheer you on and to help in any way possible. Change is all around us, and how you, as a Fort Hays State University graduate, handles our constant world of change is what will differentiate you from other graduates. Think of it as a carry-on suitcase for the trip of a lifetime. You have knowledge, both broad and specific, from what you learned in your general education courses and in your major or concentration. You have enhanced your ability to find new knowledge, to read, to research, to experiment, to distinguish fact from fiction. You've developed intellectual skills. You can solve problems. You communicate effectively while showing respect for diverse perspectives. You know how to use technology. So use today's high-tech tools and the new technology we can't even imagine to make yourself smarter, to make learning easier, to increase your performance and productivity. And then take that knowledge and your skills and the technology and put them to work. As Fort Hays State alumni, you are equipped to be agents of change, or as the famous saying goes, be the change that you want to see in our world. Be engaged global citizen leaders, doing good for others and being a good person. Work hard, be smart, be humble, be helpful, be kind. Become engaged in the world around you. And don't ever forget that your education is a privilege, and a Fort Hays State University education is a very special privilege. Cherish it. Leave here today knowing how very proud we are of you and how we look forward to your future success and the strong connection to this university. Congratulations, graduates. I now call upon the Provost for a report of the Education Specialist degree candidates.
President Mason, we shall be conferring 7 Education Specialist degrees. Will the candidates for the Education Specialist degree please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the state of Kansas, I hereby confer upon you who have completed all of the requirements, the Education Specialist degree, with all the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please be seated. I now call upon the Provost for the report of the Master Degrees candidates.
President Mason, we shall be conferring 324 master's degrees. Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the state of Kansas, I hereby confer upon you who have completed all of the requirements, the rights, the privileges, and the responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please be seated.
Will Marshals Kimberly Chappell, Yaprock Delot Ward, and Tamra Lynn please bring forward the Education Specialist and Master's degree candidates?
Dr. Angela Poole Funai, Dean of the Graduate School, will be hooding the candidates. And first, Dr. Paul Adams, Dean of the College of Education, will present the Education Specialist candidates from his college. Tamra Jean Eckert, Education Specialist, Education Innovation and Leadership. Michael Scott Kester Haynes, Education Specialist, Education Innovation and Leadership. Is there another candidate? And now, Dr. Daniel Blankenship, the Interim Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, will present the master's candidates from his college. Sandra Diane Klukas, Master of Science in Education, Elementary Education. Craig Allen Dilbeck, Master of Professional Studies, Organizational Leadership. Ro Hinkle, Master of Arts, History. Troy Darren Brown, Master of Professional Studies, Organizational Leadership. Tristan Ray Haynes, Master of Arts, English. Rachel Ann Cron, Master of Professional Studies, Organizational Leadership. Connie Lynn Jordan, Master of Liberal Studies, Public Administration. Lydia J. Meese, Master of Liberal Studies, Political Science. And now, Dr. Paul Adams, Dean of the College of Education, will present the master's candidates from his college. Tessa Lane Taylor, Master of Science, School Counseling. Kelly Jean Umscheid, Master of Science, School Counseling. Allison E. Lubbers, Master of Science, School Counseling. Jonna Eileen Skinner, Master of Science, School Counseling. Troy Nanaga, Master of Science, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Lonnie J. Corley, Master of Science in Education, JROTC Instructor Prep, General Navy, Marines, Air Force. Janie Ann Cook, Master of Science in Education, Reading Specialist. Teresa A. Reiner, Master of Science in Education, Library Specialist. Allison Christine Gray, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Christopher Ryan Hudson, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Jordan Renee Jackson, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Yuanbo Song, Master of Science in Education, Higher Education, Student Affairs. Ashley Strecker, Master of Science in Education, Higher Education, Student Affairs. Catherine Nicole Flax, Master of Science in Education, ESOL. Martha Elizabeth Martinez, Master of Science in Education, ESOL. Gabriela Quezada, Master of Science in Education, ESOL. Sabrina L. Ferrix, Master of Science in Education, ESOL. Nicole Dawn Betts, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Hannah G. Weller, Master of Science in Education, Reading Specialist. Velton Locklear Jr., Master of Science in Education, JROTC Instructor Prep. Nancy Lynn Smith, Master of Science in Education, Library Specialist. Kelsey Ray Levine, Master of Science in Education, Reading Specialist. Brooke Stoliker, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Jenny K. Kanoki, Master of Science, Education Administration. Lucia Marie Michaela Schenecker, Master of Science, Education Administration. Dylan J. Blake, Master of Science, Education Administration. Christy J. Satter, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Amanda Kathleen Newberg, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Shaylee Rose Alderts, Master of Science, Gifted Education. Tracy E. Rada, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Lisa Gerling, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Abby Lynn O'Neilio, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Ivan Joseph Hartung, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Caitlin Aline Schiffelbein, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Stephanie Jane Manis, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Erica Christine Noms, Master of Science, Education Administration. Robin Michelle Geyer, Master of Science, Education Administration. Nacy Diane Sutter, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Daniel Thomas Rogers, Master of Science, Education Administration. William Everett Allen, Master of Science, Education Administration. Nicole Marie Linenberger, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Michelle Hammerschmidt, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Cynthia Rose Brock, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Christine Sue Carr, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Logan Wagoner, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Michaela Andrea Gray, Master of Science in Education, Transition to Teaching. Devin Rose Kuzmal, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Mackenzie Rose Unruh, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Rakaya Marie Taylor, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Megan Louise Goodhart Beaker, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. BJ Beaker, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Kristen Danielle Barr, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Kimber Michelle Weedle, Master of Science, Education Administration. Kendra Lynn Baumberger, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Bradley R. Johnston, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Sarah Beth Mitchell, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Rebecca Diane Torres, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Erica Danielle Gaines Roberts, Master of Science, Gifted Education. Morgan Chantel Stryker, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education. Tiffany L. Strickland, Master of Science, High Incidence Special Education.
I now call upon the Provost for a report of the baccalaureate and associate degree candidates.
President Mason, we shall be conferring 337 baccalaureate degrees and 28 associate degrees. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree and associate degree please stand?
Through the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the State of Kansas, I hereby confer upon you who have completed all of the requirements the baccalaureate and associate's degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please be seated.
Will Marshals Judy Winchester, Brett Zollinger, Valerie Zelinka, and Betsy Crawford please bring forward the baccalaureate and associate degree candidates?
Dr. Daniel Blankenship, the Interim Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, will now present the candidates from his college. Leroy Franco. Tatiana Janae Barsakowski. Alondra Ramos. Miguel Lopez Limas, magna cum laude. Megan Nicole Cornelson. Corey Lynn, summa cum laude. Jake Ryan Decant. Chris Bradley. Allison Renee Dose, cum laude. Kendra Renee Cook. Cameron Dawn Lowry, cum laude. Madeline Rose Artman. Marissa Danae Kistler, summa cum laude. Cody Reagan Custer. Olivia Margaret Height. Alexis Nicole Carabinas, summa cum laude. Ashley Marie Bustillos. Madison LeRae Siri, summa cum laude. Olivia Jane Acuff. Lindsay Marie Berg. Leah R. Cook, magna cum laude. Victor Antonio Murillo. Erin Elizabeth Byram, cum laude. Alexis Christina McCrary. Carrie Elizabeth Jame. Esmeralda L. Ibarra. Cheyenne Rao, cum laude. Gavin James Blem, magna cum laude. Nathan Dean Northrup. Nika T. Bunville. Rachel Beaker. Spencer Manning, magna cum laude. Cole A. Samuelson. Jessica R. Ledbetter. Mya Fet Nunmu. Amber Riley Page, cum laude. Elise Nathalie Creer. Samantha Raquel Lease. Elizabeth Padilla de la Cruz. Taylor Nicole McPherson. Janine Zayed. Tyler Austin Beckman. Abigail Adair Hayes. Patrick Dwayne Roscoe. Tyler Giron. Jacqueline K. Carter. Adam Gepner. Kelsey Joe Hubin. Courtney Ann Donahue. Matthew Hazelhorst. John M. Kreider, cum laude. William David Coe. Garrett Lane McBlair. Norma Ortega Vargas. Deontay Tyree Horn. Erin Lynn Stanley. Ashton Ruby Wallace. Drake Lee Whalen. Bryn Kathleen Hayfliger. Jennifer R. DeWitt, cum laude. Jesse James New II, summa cum laude. Curtis Pitts. Michelle Christine Robinson. Stephen Lynn Plant II. Taylor Louise Regan, magna cum laude. Sierra Angelina Reinierson.
You did it, baby girl!
Alexis Lynn Peck, summa cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Simpson. Lorraine E. Cousin Stevens, cum laude. Anne Kathleen Miller. Stacy Sue Bullock. Madison Joy Green. Colin James Cox. Caitlin Marie Maudlin, summa cum laude. And now Dr. Paul Adams, Dean of the College of Education, will present the candidates from his college. Anna Gaffney Duval. Michael Sear. Lacey Elizabeth Sear, magna cum laude. Tiffany Renee Cobby, cum laude. Sydney Rayanne Donaldson. Haley Alexis Deaton. Titilayo Egbebi, cum laude. Ariana Estrada. Kylie Holmes. Tara Nicole Lynn, cum laude. Morgan Lee Liker, magna cum laude. Cameron Joanne Blankman. Jeremy Ray Bright, cum laude. Samantha A. Brady. Emma Lee Austin. Briara Sue Bergstresser, cum laude. Katie Rosalind Northway, summa cum laude. Allison Marie Lupfer, magna cum laude. Michaela J. Peltier, cum laude. Peyton Jennifer Ostmeyer, magna cum laude. Casey Dawn Maury. Josie Ann Pimlott. Auburn K. Packer, summa cum laude. Miranda Lucille Tate. Megan Marie Steele, summa cum laude. Hannah Marie Augustine, cum laude. Audrey Renee Staub, summa cum laude. Molly Louise Schneider, cum laude. Anthony Joseph Giddens. Heather Lynn Garst. Adrienne Camille Ferris. Jenna Danielle Greenlee. Mallory Ann Jepson, summa cum laude. Alicia Danae Miller, magna cum laude. Tanessa J. Gambrell. Sarah Ashley Collins. Cody Zabel. Abigail Alta Stephen. Tressa L. Talamantes. Madison Zielinski. Amanda Jo Stahlbaumer, cum laude. Kimberlyn Alexis Sinclair, summa cum laude. Alexa Shay Peden, cum laude. Krista Irene Stramel. Naji S. Newman. Dalen M. Carlson. Joni Enns, summa cum laude. Lorraine E. Bolden, magna cum laude. Mason Reed Hinkle, magna cum laude. And Erin Elizabeth Simar, cum laude.
Please stand for the playing of the University Anthem. Please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, you are now officially graduates of Fort Hays State University. On behalf of the university, I thank you, your family, your friends, your support system for coming here today and taking part in this important rite of passage and ceremony. Now it's time to continue this joyous celebration. Be safe, have fun, and Merry Christmas.